in getting my job on that basis or any other. I got my job the old-fashioned way. I work for it.
And are you
okay?
American Indian?
What's that have to do with anything? Are you a practitioner of identity politics?
Actually,
okay.
There's a big controversy in the mainland about that, so that's why I'm asking.
There is no controversy among Indians on that score.
There actually is.
There is not.
Okay, well, there's a lot of Google you, and there's a lot of
Google you.
American Indians.
It's irrelevant, and I get 65 emails from the same guy every hour in the United States.
So is that a no? Is that a no, sir?
What is it? I just said that it's an irrelevant question. What's the problem in understanding that?
So is that a no? As an Indian?
What is the problem with understanding it's an irrelevant question? That's what I said. That's what I meant.
But are you or aren't you?
It's an irrelevant question. Can you spell irrelevant?
Yes.
Thank you.
Did you in a
Excuse me? No, I'm not. You take it's an irrelevant question to no, I'm not?
I did. I guess you'd say yes if it weren't.
Self-evidently, I am. Now it's an irrelevant question.
Self-evidently, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Wait a second. I'd like to know how you feel when the press does what they're doing to you right now on this issue. Because I personally have a problem with it, but I want to know how it is for you. Because this is a question people like to get hung up on, and I'm sure it's what's going to be on the news tonight.
This is flatly racist diversion from the nature of the issue.
How is it racist if we're asking you if you're American Indian or not?
Would you ask George Bush to prove he's white?
I think he's
Who would you ask aside from an American Indian? Would you ask a black faculty member for proof of African ancestry?
American Indians have denounced you, so that's in some places, so that's why we're
I can find white people who have announced George as being something of a mixed nature too. Does that make it something you're going to frame as a question to the President of the United States? And if not, why are you framing it to me?
That is, Professor Churchill has answered that question multiple times, and as you can hear from the crowd reaction to the back of me, I think that is an example.
Actually, let me come back for a second. All right? If you want to know about some federal pedigree slip, you call the band professional journalist.
Back of me, I think
New York relatives could introduce him to a criminal life full of golden opportunities.
that is an example.
Actually, let me come back for a second. Sometimes when I go to these things, I expect to encounter professional journalists. All right? If you want to know about some federal pedigree slip, you call the band office in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, like you're doing your job. Okay? Read the federal law and what the criteria of identification are. Okay? And see if, when you read your cohorts in the Rocky Mountain News, if they haven't established that I've been identifying the same way since I was a 10-year-old little boy. Self-identification is the first criteria. Community recognition is the second criteria. Grab something as obscure as C-SPAN and look at the community recognition when I spoke at the University of Colorado. And yes, I am an associate enrolled member of the Katua Band of Cherokees. If you got questions about that, don't quote another journalist. Call the office. Act like you got some integrity of your own and your professional standards. That's ridiculous.
We will be having a talk tomorrow at the Art
Standards.
New York relatives could
We will be having a talk.
That's ridiculous.
We will be having a talk tomorrow at the Art Auditorium in which Professor Churchill will be giving a talk, and he will have a question and answer period afterwards with the audience, and you are of course invited to that. Let me just remind you that the reason why we're having this press conference is to call bringing
$400 worth of.
you do not have to behave in the way that Bill O'Reilly behaves. And no, we are not. We have.
Want to play, then I'm getting the fuck out of here. I mean, if you're not going to recover Greg Graham, if you're just going to let him drive by you, if the rest of you are going to let him catch the ball outside the 3-second lane and drive all the way in here without one guy challenging him, then I'm leaving and you fucking guys will run till you can't even suffer. Now, I'm tired of this shit. I'm sick and fucking tired of an 8-10 record. I'm fucking tired of losing to Purdue. I'm not here to fuck around this week. Now, you may be, but I'm not. Now, I'm going to fucking guarantee you that if we don't play up there Monday night, you aren't going to believe the next 4 fucking days. Now, I am not here to get my ass beat on Monday. Now, you better fucking understand that right now. This is absolute fucking bullshit. Now, I'll fucking run your ass right into the ground. I mean, I'll fucking run you. You'll think last night was a fucking picnic. I had to sit around for a fucking year with an 8-10 record in this fucking league. And I mean, you will not put me in that fucking position again, or you will goddamn pay for it like you can't fucking believe. Now you better get your head out of your ass.